Okay, should I renovate or not? Here's a quick answer. No, don't do it. Here's the reason why. Right, in life there's three resources. Time, money, and what's the last one? Resilience. How much stress your body can cope with. Now here's the truth about renovation. You watch these TV shows, and you see these people working and they look like they're having a great time, don't they? Especially couples, very romantic, little paint fights and stuff like that. But what you don't see is the army of tradies that are helping them behind the scenes, You don't see that. And what you forget is that those people have taken time off work to be on those TV shows. Here's the reality of renovation. You go to work, you finish work, you go, oh, I've got to paint that wall tonight. You swing by Bunnings on the way home, you buy a whole heap of stuff, you throw the receipts on the floor of the car, you're not really tracking the true cost that you're expending. Then you go to KFC on the way home, stuff your face with fast food because you don't have time to cook a proper meal. A, because your kitchen's half torn apart, and B, you don't have the time because you need to paint that bloody wall. So then you're painting the wall and you don't want to stop, so you keep going till 1 a.m. You collapse on the couch covered in paint drops, you get up in the morning, you have a shower, you go to work, you repeat the process again the next day. The renovation that you thought was only going to take you 3 months has now taken 3 years. Your wife's ready to leave you, or if you're the wife, you're ready to leave your husband, and it hasn't really worked out the romantic, fun thing you thought it would be. The truth is this: the truth is that you're not that skilled at this stuff, okay? And you don't have the time, and you don't have the stress. If you actually sat down and calculated, and you know why I know this? Because I did it all myself, and I've seen family and members and friends make the same mistake time and time again. If you actually sit down and work out the true cost of that business proposition, which is renovating a home, how much did you pay to buy the place, stamp duty, legals, etc.? How much money did you pour into it, right? Including all those little things that you bought from Bunnings where the receipts are sitting on the corner. And then how many hours did you put into it? What's your time worth? You probably work in a job that pays you $40 an hour, but when you actually sit down and then you sell the property, okay, or you refinance it, if you sell it, you're going to pay some capital gains tax. We actually work out what the net profit is of that property, and then you work out how many hours you put into that, and then divide that profit by those hours and work out what your hourly rate was. You probably find that you were working for $2, $3, $4 an hour maximum, right? Why is that so? I'll tell you what, because you're slow. You're unskilled labour and you're slow. A trader will come in and do it in a quarter of the time, and that's why they can make a living out of it, because they have the knowledge and experience to do things very quickly, because they know the shortcuts and techniques to do stuff. Whereas you're trying to do all this, and you were doing it when you were tired and doing it late at night and things like that. Renovation, bad idea. The only people who should be renovating are these people. First of all, those people who've got some training and skills so they know what they're doing, or they're a really good project manager and they can manage the tradies and they're hiring tradies to do it, and those people who've got the time. You might be on long service leave, you might be a professional renovator. If you've got those two things, the time and the skills, either the skills yourself, you are a tradie and you've got some mates who are tradies, or you're a good project manager and you're managing tradies to come and do jobs, they're the sort of people who will renovate and they'll do well. But if you don't have those things, the time and or the skills, right? If you don't have both those things, don't do it. You're going to lose money. You're going to hate me. Comment below if you disagree. I love a good conversation. Cheers. Hi there. I hope you enjoyed that. If you think someone else could benefit from that, make sure you share it with them. We'd really be grateful if you did that. And if you want to get into property investing, if you're serious about it, just send us a message. Let's have a strategy session. Let's go through it. We have clients all over Australia, in fact, all over the world. And we talk to our clients either in person or via Skype. Really easy to do. So don't hesitate. Get in there. It's only $297 for a strategy session, and it's 100% guaranteed refundable if at the end of it you didn't feel it was worth your while. Cheers.